guys, it's Logan Xavier. Welcome back to my channel. And today is day 4 of 100 days of making MechaNos. Today has been extremely stressful, and my hair is in a ponytail. And there's also a new lamp, and you can see more of an unmade bed, and Spider-Man's hanging on the wall. But today is day 4 of 100 days of making MechaNos, where I spend 30 minutes a day at least working on my independent novel, MechaNos, for 100 days straight. I spaced out there. I usually say things differently. You can see my eyebrow scar now. But today, I worked hard. I struggled, and then I forced through the struggle, and to be honest, I added more pages to the comic book than I anticipated, and I also thumbnailed, I didn't storyboard, not yet. I thumbnailed 11 pages, so I spent more than I usually spend, but I did 11 pages. And usually what I'll do is I'll sticky note on the pages that I work on, the original, but like the only page that's on this piece of paper is actually page 18, which is this one right here. The rest of it is just me scratching out constantly. So what happened was I was getting frustrated with page, what was it? I think it was like page 20. Let me see. When I go through all these, I'll be able to tell you exactly which one, because it was page 20. Like 19 and 20 were the most difficult. So like you see, like I said, on that one page, 18 was done, but this is 19. And I just, this you would think was 21 and 22, but it's 20, 24, 25. 2021's up here. I couldn't think of anything for 21, so I literally just filled out like random tiny itty bitty baby thumbnails, and that worked for some reason. And then from there I came down here. I even changed pens because I wasn't feeling the pen I was using. The color didn't really work for me, so I went back to orange. And then so that's all the way up to 25, and then 26, 27, and 28 are here. And there are things that I can easily cut out. In fact, I actually fixed something from those to the thumbnails on the sticky notes. I actually adjusted things, which I hadn't done the other couple days, but was extremely smart and helpful. So I'll probably be doing that a lot more. Not that I have to the rest of this issue, but in the future I will have all these for notes. So as usual, I will be showing you what is going on in the story from what I thumbnailed today. And since I thumbnailed twice as much, I'm probably going to forget half of it, but I'll have to look at it with you to actually remember. So to start this off, this one's just a quick thing of Brent waving at the bartender that doesn't like him, and he's a little shot of the bartender grimacing, and then he's calling his buddy Zach, telling him, he's like, hey, I got in the race or whatever. And then he's hopping in his car, and Zach's, trying to tell him, hey, maybe you shouldn't be doing this. I've got, somebody's, calling in or something. Something's going on. I think cops are coming. He's like, don't worry, we'll get out before then. And they're set, he drives up. I had to switch the orientation of, what cars are what. I put the BO for Brent. But I put BO for what car. He's going to be the second in the line of 4. And then there's a little smack talk between the racers. And of course the silent grunt guy is kind of just silent. I just think it's funny. And then the flag girl comes in because I had to have the flag girl. And then we got her picking up the flag, waving the flag down, and then a gratuitous butt shot with red and blue flashing lights. And obviously, red and blue flashing lights means seizure procedure. No, it the cops show up, and then all the racers are like, oh, like whatever. They're screaming because the race got busted. And then everybody peels out, but Brent's car shuts off. So Brent's kind of stuck there, and all the cops start walking up. And then I believe, yeah, Brent's just kind of sitting here like, damn it. And then he gets like a knock on his window. And he rolls down the window, and he looks at the cop, and he's just like, oh, yeah, they went that way. I think they went that way. And the cop just reaches in, grabs him by the shirt, rips him out, slams, hooks a cuff on him, slams him into the thing, and hooks the other cuff around him. Where are we? So we're right there. And then he starts walking away with him down here. Yeah, down here on page 22, starts walking away with him. And Brent's still making jokes. He's saying, I think you're a little bit more decorated since the last time I saw you. And then he keeps walking away, and he starts taking the helmet off. Like the cop starts taking his helmet off. Not Brent's, but his own. And then there's like a little transition I have in the middle of this third of the page of his thing coming off, and then you see like the profile of his face. And then Brent makes one more joke, and he turns around. And he's like, "What the hell are you thinking?" And you find out in the next couple pages that it's Brent's brother. And they start talking or whatever. And he's like, "You know what? Forget it." And he starts calling other cops over. He's like, "All right, you guys get him." And then I have to go do things. And he's trying to calm down or whatever because he's really mad at Brent. And Brent just keeps like, well, you're going to have to go after them. You can't send those guys out, otherwise they're not going to catch them. You're going to need to go. And Blake gets pissed because he's like, damn it, he's right. So he starts ordering the people to go do things, go get the other people or whatnot. And he's like, well, I got to go. So you two take him into the car and drive him back to the place and get his car towed. And then it goes over to page 25, and they're sitting there, and he's like, I'm sorry you guys got to work with my brother. He's kind of a hothead. And they're like, Brent, for your own sake, please shut up. And then he watches the cars fly off, and he's like, well, I'm going to go, guys. And like, real funny. And then he jumps out, elbows him he elbows him, and then he flips the cuffs underneath his leg. It shows the next page, he's flipping the cuffs under his legs and everything, and he lands. And then one of them's coming closer. He elbows that one again. And then he elbows it again as he keeps turning around. So he's bad. And then from there, he jumps up and kicks the other guy in the head. And then, so both of the cops are down, and he's sitting there, and he's like, now where are the keys? And he looks, and he sees the keys are on the butt of one of the officers, and he's like, all right, cool. So he reaches down to go grab them, and they slip out of his hands because he's got his cuffs on. So they're like, it's hard for him to grab the keys, and they start bouncing on the ground, and he starts running towards them. And then when he gets up right next to him, he realizes that they're falling off the platform he's standing on into space. And he's like, oh, well then. Oh, and from here, wait, there we are. From here, he's just like, well, oh well. And he sits there and he starts grunting, and he breaks the cuffs apart. He's like, I think I'm going to leave a note. And he goes up to the guy, grabs the ticket thing, and starts scribbling. And then he's like, hey, Zach, you're not going to believe this. He's like, what the hell did you do this time? I was like, I'll tell you when I get back to the garage. You're going to have to fix this car, man. This sucks. And then it's like the 3 hours later thing shows up, like the black 3 hours later. and then it shows Blake, Brent's brother, walking up, and he's like, God dang it. Picks up the ticket, and he starts reading it, and he just throws it and walks off. And then I'm not going to tell you what's on the ticket, but it's a little joke from Brent to Blake. So that is what I did for day 4. I storyboarded 11 pages. I thumbnailed. I keep saying storyboarded, but I thumbnailed. I don't thumbnail usually, so this is why I'm saying storyboard. The next thing I'm going to do is thumbnail the pages. So I'm going to go from these sticky notes. I'm going to go all the way back to page 1. So all the way back up to page 1, and go through onto pages like this, where I've laid out to where I can do the 2 pages or whatnot, and clean up the artwork and the panels and try and get a crisper idea for it. And then from that, I'm also going to be working on the script, because I actually don't have a script. I just have a rough outline for the story. So it's very loose way of doing things. But I've gone through that one sheet. I don't even have it. I'm so scatterbrained right now. I'm going to organize, too. I'm going to organize between the thing. But, yeah. In 4 days, I thumbnailed a 28-page book, or a comic. I've never done any of this. I have no idea what I've been wasting my time thinking about. But, yeah. No major health updates in case you guys are worried or anything. I'm doing actually pretty fine. I'm a little tired. You can't really see the colors, but like my eyes are like super like red and purple and stuff because I'm super sleepy. But besides the slight struggle with trying to come up with the last couple pages, I actually plowed through a lot of this. The fact is, I actually came up with more stuff in the end than I had intended doing. And I still have some like weird grunt work to do, like the 2-page spread of the characters that are going to be introduced, just the racers, the cop outfit, and then like Zach the mystery form. And I think I'm going to have Blake as a mystery, as like a silhouetted mystery guest. But other than that, I even might throw the Flag Girl in just because Flag Girl's butt. But yeah, that's what I did for day 4. And for day 5, I've got my work set out for me. So I'm going to get some rest, and then I'll see you back in a little bit. And hopefully my ponytail will look just as good. Yeah. Go check out all the V100 guys. The links for their channels are in the description. There's Ox, Mike Emeritz, and Gazbot. They're all working hard on their V100s. And yeah, go check them out if you need something else to watch, or go back and watch more of my stuff. There's a video of me with a McDonald's Batman mask on, procrastinating. And that was before Bat Dad on Vine, so I did it first. I'll talk to you guys later. This is Logan Xavier, Ibikukaze, signing off. Hope you guys have a lovely day, and goodbye. I'm not going to take a picture of myself. I'm going to stop. I'm stopping it.